We are. Here we are, guys. What's good? What's good? It's a Monday. It's Dandadan again, everybody. And we're back. We're back. Can everybody see me? Yeah? We good? Hi, everybody. It's good to see everyone. You know, or the icons that represent everybody, anyway, down there. Hi, everybody. Long time no speak. That's good. That's very good. How is everyone? Hiya. Hi. How did everybody find the chapter? I mean, yeah, I mean you can cuss a bit, but like I mean I prefer it if you just kept it kind of like you know, as kind of like low key as possible, you know? Like no big swears, guys. You know, just for the sake of keeping this a pure day. All right. But yeah, guys, we're live. We're back. It's good to see you, Black Enigma. By the way, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've seen you on the stream. How's it going, my dude? How's it going? I'm actually looking at this corner more now because of my change of setup. Cool. Sorry, one sec. Just yeah, just moving stuff around because I suppose like I have a slightly different setup for the games and stuff for game streams versus just normal streams. So yeah, it just takes a bit of figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. We've been doing this for what, like since the beginning of February, something like that, and I feel like still not really got a full-blown kind of like, you know, figuring it out. Also, I've decreased the latency, so I should be able to see what you guys say sooner, which is good because up until now, there's been a pretty big delay between every single message and me actually being able to respond to them. So that's good. Eric, good to see you, my dude. Nice to see you recovered from being hit by that train of compliments earlier. Yeah. Coffee. Yes, coffee. I've got a coffee. I have a coffee. I've got an addiction, horrible addiction to caffeine. I would argue that it's crippling. Actually, it's a crippling addiction because if I go for a day or two, I become a miserable arsehole. Well, I expect tangents. To be honest, guys, I feel like there isn't that much to discuss in this one. I think this might be a bit of a speculative kind of stream just because I find that a lot of the stuff in this is mostly kind of fights and stuff. There's not really a lot of new stuff other than the obvious one, the thumbnail one, right? Sup, Banana Gang, what's good? What's good, Bex? Quinton? Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you, Quinton. Yeah, I mean, British summertime, right? There was a very nice period of time back there where the British summertime, with the GMT aligned really nicely with a lot of the audience in the States. Summertime, the focus is out, and it meant that we could do this earlier. But hey, it is what it is. Why is the focus so out? What is happening here? Anyway. Yeah, Kinta. Am I right, guys? Yeah, we're all caught up. Look, guys, there is a link that is pinned just there in the comments. If you guys want to follow along. I don't know how many. I'm seeing a couple of new people here who haven't been on the streams yet. So I'm just going to explain how it goes. I'm just going to go through it. It's not going to be up on screen because, you know, copyright issues and, you know, people, you know, if you're not reading it already, what are you doing here? Like, I don't know what you're doing here. But yes, so I'll just go through it and we'll kind of like just work it out as we go. Also, a lot of us are from the Discord. We have a Discord. It's excellent, guys. It's a really Dandadan focused Discord. I would argue, many people are saying it, that it's the best place on the internet for Dandadan and just generally one of the better places anywhere on the internet. If you want to join that, there is my Patreon link in the description. A free membership will net you the link to the invite for Discord. That's free. And you can join. Best place on the internet for Dandadan. Easy. All right? Easy. And there you go. Join the Discord. There you go. I'm not the one saying it. They're the ones saying it. At this point, it's not just me. Okay? I'm a messenger for the people, if nothing else. Full of silly people. And very nice people as well. It's not just silliness, guys. Although we purport silliness generally, and we are silly, generally speaking, guys, it's just full of pleasant people. Very funny, pleasant people. And we've got theories. Seriously, guys. You know, if you join and you don't like it, you can leave. That's fine. We haven't had any of that, really. Much of that. And, yeah, there's a lot of in-jokes, too, which are... I literally did the silly emote. That'll make sense if you're there. Anyway, the episode, the thing, the chapter. Also, you know, we actually, as we're gearing up for season 2, you know, I'm very excited about things that are to come in the Discord and on the channel. So, you know, let's. Yeah, if you want to be involved in that, that's the best place to be. Anyway, so after the end of last week's chapter, people were throwing down, right? So Okarun and Princess Peach, Cake, whatever, the alien woman with a big ass. That is basically the breadth of names that we've decided to assign her. They're all different variations of the same thing. So Okarun is fighting her, and the bully, Magnet Bully, Hase, was trying to... Well, he wants to just kill Okarun, because I guess his life has gone to crap since he lost a race. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of exaggerating, if I'm completely honest with you, but hey, what are you going to do? Hi, JMO, what's good? Anyway, we were teased at the end of the last chapter with the possibility of a sad backstory for Cake. And, yeah, so that's where we're at this week. So, the fight continues, essentially, and Okarun's in his little box armor. I know that it's literally nano skin that's basically steel. However... it looks like a little box. I think that's cute. Because his little eyes just kind of pop out the top of it. It barely protects his whole body. It is it's quite entertaining, I must say. Anyway. So, they're fighting. And we get a very quick flashback to something. Something obviously awful happened to our alien enemy at some point. We don't find out what that is this chapter, but I do think that we'll find it out in the long run, right? I did see that some people were talking about maybe that not being a thing that is explored properly just because they didn't do that with Reiko Kashima. But in all honesty, I can't really see that. You know? I feel like this is our best window. Whatever it is that she's experienced is our best window into understanding this, the breadth of the crimes of the enemy, right? Because we've got these guys are basically the new enemy, and it feels like they're the ones that are being introduced to be the core enemy in this saga, right? We had the ball, the Kintama search saga. Okarun has his balls back. and it feels like whatever this is, this evil empire, seemed to be the new big bad, right? And yeah, we get a very quick snippet of this, right? And anyway, my point is that through this character, we are going to be able to see and comprehend a lot more about the breadth of the crimes that these people do. Oh yeah, that little sun, the little sun thing. I knew it was familiar, and you're quite right. It was one of the aliens that were the in the space globalist invasion. Yes, way back when. And yeah, so I can only presume that we are going to see a bit from her backstory, so we can understand what exactly she's done and what exactly these people do. But yeah, she obviously was happy once upon a time and no longer, and now she wants revenge. It's going to take a bit of work. I find it's going to take a little bit of work. I can't help but feel it'll take a bit of work to get me on board with properly, honestly, earnestly sympathizing with this character, because I just find there's something so strange. I get that she's like all about revenge at any cost. I get that. I do. And we don't know exactly the length she's gone to do this, but it feels like your thing getting destroyed, your people being destroyed by these evil aliens, then joining them to do the same thing multiple times to other people so you can maybe one day kill the Emperor, is such a bad plan. It just doesn't feel like a good plan. Yeah, they clearly modified her, right? Like, they clearly took her and modified her, and removed her eye. Maybe it's like a Borg thing, right? Yeah, I think we can still sympathize with her, right? You can care about the character and you can understand the character, and don't get me wrong, right? That doesn't mean it's bad writing. That doesn't mean that that's bad writing. That's just characters, people can be incredibly inconsistent, right? People just can be. You can hold two things as true in your mind. The cognitive dissonance of, this happened to me and I want revenge, and thus trying to get my revenge, I can do the same atrocities that were done unto me, right? It's a cycle. A lot of these things are always cycles. Personal relationships, or, as it were, mass planetary genocide, between friends. Who hasn't done a bit of it? But I think that my point is more that trying to properly, I don't know, Tatsu knows what he's doing, right? We'll all feel sad, and I'm gonna regret saying this probably, but there is a clear parallel here between Momo and Okarun and her thing, her bag, right? Yeah, sometimes you gotta destroy a couple of planets, whatever, No, not an apology tour. No, look, I feel like I keep having to backtrack on characters recently, so it's not making me feel too good about myself. And the fact that I am currently in the process, presumably, of making the same errors, because I didn't expect Kinta to have this in him. I didn't think he had this dog in him, right? But he does, clearly. God, he's a cool guy. Kinta's a cool guy. Anyway, so we see her getting her eye removed and stuff like that. So maybe it's a couple of weeks away until we see the exact extent to which Kirkcake has been horribly mutilated and modified, and had everything taken from her. That kind of jazz. Tier list promotion. We'll get to the tier list. I I don't I don't I don't normally I try to keep the tier list into just the second half because we all get angry with each other and it's not nice. I don't want the kids to have to see it kind of thing. So when they're tucked away in bed, then we can worry about the tier list because it's not nice. It's not a nice place. Hi Sarah. Hello. But yes. So the fight continues, and she's kind of kicking Okarun's ass because he's in this really cute little box man, space man suit, and he's doing his best. To say this is the first time that he's been in this suit, he's doing his best. You know, I can't fault him. I am absolutely not buying you McDonald's. I ate it on stream. What more do you want? What more do you want? I feel like that was like the I feel like that was like, you know, Okarun getting his ball back, like his second ball back. I feel like that was our kind of like thing with that. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of feels like that was the peak of the meme kind of thing. Yes, JMO, do you count as a kid? Do I, a child, count as a kid? Do I, a literal 14-year-old, count as a young child? Yes, yes, you do. I'm sorry. Relish it. Like, what does you shouldn't have asked the question? To be fair. Yeah. You know, that's a good point. Tuma, I've never read Berserk because I would like it to be done before I jump in. I just, you know, I don't want to jump in on something that may never finish. I get that, oh, it's really good and stuff, but the idea of jumping in on something that's been going for what, 30 years? It's older than me, right? And I'm like, do you know what I mean? I'll wait. I'll see if it finishes in my lifetime. Then maybe I'll jump on. All right. Zuma. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm never ever going to go and watch that. I'm never gonna watch that video back, that live stream back. Right? It's just not happening. When I was doing it, I felt like I was imploding the whole time. I felt like I was like minutes from crying. It was horrible. But I was like, I have to do this. This has to be done. It's the great work. I must do this for my great work. My legacy demands that I eat this Philly cheese stack on stream. It wasn't even nice. The chips were horribly cold. It was not pleasant. It was awful. Awful experience for me, but it was worth it. Yeah, I hear you, Koga. Yeah, I feel the same way about One Piece as well. I'm not getting in on that until it's done. Until all of it's done. You know? Just silently fast food. Yeah, no, I hear you. Anybody who wants to opt out of rewatching the McDonald's live stream, anybody who wants to opt out of that, I give you my blessing. All right, you don't need to. Yes, Nachan, thank you for reading One Piece. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me know when it's done. Let me know if it was worth it. You know. No, I did make it private. It's not private. It's unlisted. So if you have a link still, then yes, you have access to it. Oh wow, Tim, thank you. I didn't even see that you were here, my guy. He's doing it from beyond the grave. He wasn't even here. He's popped in to drop some memberships. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Which reminds me, I'm gonna do at the end of this section, just before we do the tier list, I am definitely going to do the yokai tier list shout outs, guys. Definitely gonna do it. The chat moves much quicker now that the latency's lower, so I'm trying to keep up. We are not going to watch party the McDonald's stream. Never. It's never happening. It's gone. If you missed it, guys, you just missed it. There's a piece of history that's gone. But, yes. So, thank you, Tim. That is appreciated. I genuinely appreciate it so much. Like, anybody who is here at all, watches the videos, I feel like I literally say it every week, which is a good thing, because that means that every week somebody's dropping something here, which makes it extra worth it. But I appreciate it. I really do. Anyway, so they're fighting. And you know, this is the first time Okarun's used his new little armor set. It's really heavy, and he's trying his best. I just can't get over... Like, the little slot in it is just so cute. He's got his little face poking through it. He's trying his best. He's not got any powers anymore. He's effectively, like, as is demonstrated here, he's kind of weaker than Kinta is. Which, isn't necessarily a great place to be. But, hey, you know, I'm very confident. I'm very, very confident that he's going to get his powers back. Probably quite soon. Because they keep building up, and we'll get to it, but they keep building up Hase. I mean, to be fair, even in the title of this chapter, they call his yokai, Hase's yokai, they refer to it as the jumping granny, right? Are you all talking about One Piece now? Yeah, Nashan's right. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. We're not far, Sarah. We're literally just about to get to the bit where she bites Okarun, because that's the effective strategy. I've been streaming for about 22 minutes, 23 minutes, Poe. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. But anyway, so he charges straight into her and knocks her about. He's trying his best. Am I gonna have to plug the Blissy? I'm gonna have to plug the Discord again, right? Anybody who isn't in the Discord, if you enjoy talking about One Piece, we have space for that there as well, guys. Join the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member. We'll get you access to the invite link to the Discord. It is the best place on the internet for Dandadan, and I'm not the one saying that. It's in all the papers. You probably don't read very much, but otherwise you would already know. You would have already joined. Best place on the internet for Dandadan. Better than Twitter, they're saying. And you know what? We accept more stuff than people on Reddit do. By the way, those nasty people who don't accept all of our posts. Oh no, you can't post that. I appreciate that, Blissy. I do. I appreciate that, but reading it triggers me to then do the pitch. You understand? But yeah. So we got a granny showdown, and I think that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see a granny showdown. You know? And I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. Yeah. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. All right? It's a community. A club. Definitely not a cult. If you've heard people saying that word, the C word, they're taking you for a ride, guys. You're watching the chat. Oh my god. Oh yes. McDonald's. McDonald's is very welcome around these parts. Anyway. So, yes, Blissy's quite right. She's getting the sales pitch down there. She's absolutely nailing it. Very right. Very correct. Very correct. The chat's going much quicker for me now, because of the lower latency, guys. So I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody, so I don't miss anyone. I'm going. Anyway, so the cur straight up just bites Okarun's arm, right? You got a Dandadan ad. What for? What was it for? I mean, obviously Dandadan, but like the anime? That's one step closer. That's one step closer, guys, right? Okay. I know that it's Google that decides. It's obvious. I know that it's Google that decides that we are a Dandadan channel, and thus slaps the ads on us. But still, that's close. That's almost a sponsorship. They've noticed this. Tatsu probably pointed to this channel specifically. He's got 21 viewers right now. Quick. All right, I'm going. What's your rush? Anyway, she bites his arm, and my poor boy gets in a lot of pain because you just feel like she has a powerful jaw. You know, she seems like a strong person. And then he pile bunkers and kicks her off into the air, using his armor. Honestly, the fact that his limbs are completely exposed in this armor does not really speak well to the amount of thing that he's using. Nano. Oh, thank you for joining the Discord. You'll have a great time there. I give it my personal guarantee. I approve this. Okay? I approve this message. Anyway, she charges at him, and it's just now that Okarun realizes that she is not an octopus. She's a humanoid, right? Presumably everybody thinks... Oh yeah, she took a full-on chunk out of his arm, by the way. Oh my lord. His junk is exposed. You'd think he would have learned his lesson. She's got a taste for human flesh. It's not like the radioactive teeth in The Simpsons. It's tasted human blood. Anyway, after biting a huge chunk out of his arm, which is kind of metal as hell, she then delivers a classic Dandadan style roundhouse kick directly into his bite hole. Gives him a massive classic Dandadan roundhouse kick into his bite hole. And then he says, ah, because it hurt. Understandably. And then he, in recoiling from that, he, don't say what? Bite hole. Sometimes it's just like, I know what's going to trigger everybody, and bite hole is one of those terms, you know. Bite hole. Display, are they the ones that dropped the add-oners? That's cool. I'm happy about that. It's better than it just being mobile game ads, right? That makes me happy. Anyway, I will try my best to stop saying bite hole. Anyway, she kicks him directly onto the bite hole, and he recoils and touches the armor as a consequence of that. And apparently, Okarun has very little imagination, so it alters the. This is an interesting. To be fair, this is quite an interesting. This is an interesting weakness for the nanotech, right? For this armor. If you're unimaginative, it's just not going to work for you. And in that situation, you can't even touch the armor because your unimagination, your lack thereof of imagination, will undo its capabilities. The chomp wound. Is this what it's like? The teeth's ouchy. Oh no, that one's kind of nice though, isn't it? I'm sticking with bite hole. All right. If someone can get away with if Sarah can get away with neck stump, I think I can get away with bite hole. Anyway, I'm desensitizing you to it anyway by saying it a bunch. Anyway, she goes at him again, charging up her powers with her suit, presumably, as she's got these big rings around it. and delivers another massive kick and absolutely just kicks him flying, basically disintegrating the armor. Because as he touched it, obviously Kinta made it after studying steel, carrying the steel bar around in his bag. He started to understand what it meant to be steel, right? I don't know. And so he could embody that using his imagination into the armor, which is what gave it its hardness. Okarun touching it, he does not have that kind of point of reference, therefore just smashes up to pieces on the kick. Yeah, that is great about, like, Kinta actually genuinely believes in these things, and that's what's really cool about it. You know? Next stump. Yes, yeah, I remembered it because it was horrible. But it's true. I mean, he can't imagine himself losing, really. He convinces himself of a lot of things. Namely, he's able to embody the robot, right? After, obviously, I'm working on the next video, the next Dandadan Retold video, and it's the Kaiju arc, so there's a lot of Kinta in there, and I've been trying to get into the mind of the man, right? Fort Knox, but he genuinely, it's more than just make believe for him, right? It's more than just playing around for him. It is being it, is embodying it. It's not just like, if you think about something like Evangelion, right? What determined whether or not somebody was a good pilot for the mech suit or whatever was their ability to connect with it, to embody it, to create that degree of synchronization with it. And that's why they spoiler alert, had their parents be the ones that were essentially the souls for the Evas, right? So that they could create this almost psychic kind of connection, a familial response between the mother and the child, to enhance that synchronization kind of element, right? And this is the point, right? And it underlines a lot of different mecha kind of anime, is synchronization, the ability to not just feel like you're piloting the mech, but to embody piloting the mech. Kinta can do that. Kinta can convince himself that he's not just experiencing piloting this thing, he is the robot. And in a lot of ways, he's quite a robotic guy, right? Like, I genuinely, the more that I think about him and the way that he sees the world, the fact that he is so awkward towards people isn't necessarily, because obviously there was a degree of awkwardness with Okarun as well when he was first trying to connect with people. It's not, but underneath that, Okarun was a very emotional kind of guy. He genuinely has like an actual desire to connect with people, and he does understand people empathetically, right? Kinta doesn't. Kinta actually doesn't get it. When he is trying to discover like how to connect with attractive women through Okarun, he genuinely seems to think that it's the dirty language, right? That's working for him, and that's why he keeps trying it over and over again, because he just doesn't get the way that people think, because he is in a way kind of robotic. You know, yeah, it's self-delusion in a way. And it's easier to understand for him, I think. And that is great imagination and passion and yeah, I'm spoiling the video at this point, so I'm going to stop. But my point is that he does become the thing that he imagines. Being Delulu is the Salulu. Quite right. Yeah, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I'm starting to get into the stuff that I've been writing. It's on the top of the dome for me, so the fact that it is relevant to this chapter is convenient, it's convenient because it kind of points out some of the stuff that I was trying to, well, that I have already written. I'm excited that you're excited for it, Jan. I really am. I'm excited to actually get it done so people can see it. Because right now it's just in here. And I'm also keen to not get copyright striked unfairly. Let's hope. Oh, I'm nervous about that. Just gonna have to get creative with it. No sneak peek. There is nothing to sneak peek. The only thing that exists is a script and bits and pieces in my brain currently. And you're not getting a sneak peek into that. You've had enough. Anyway, just as Okarun's been, like, you know, got his ass handed to him and his armor smashed. I was going to record today, but I got bogged down in some edits. The actual speed of which it's done now, it's edited now, so I can record after work tomorrow. But the tools that I would have used to speed up the editing process are undergoing some slight difficulties at the moment. Therefore, I am doing it more manually, which is fine because that's just how it runs at the end of it anyway. But it takes a minute. It takes a minute longer to do that, so I'll record tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, Koga. I'm sorry, my guy. I hear you though. The emotes are very cool. Perhaps if you're fortunate, you'll end up gifted a membership at some point. But again, I really want to. Might get lucky. Pray to the Lord Kinta, and maybe he will bestow it upon you. However, you can use it in the Discord, and that is free. You're quite right. However, again, as far as supporting the channel is concerned, everybody, you know, I really, really, really appreciate everybody who does, you know, support the channel monetarily. It means a lot to me. It really does. It's never a necessity, guys. You know, I'll occasionally get little bits and pieces that aren't, that are just going to be thrown to the side, and I'll maybe make those exclusive for members, but there's never going to be whole videos, whole episodes that are member exclusive. It's just not the way that I want to run my content right now. And I can't see that changing, at least in the foreseeable, right? I don't know what that future version of me is going to get up to. He's a crazy guy from what I've heard. But right now, that's not on the cards. So right now, we're just going to, you know, any form of support, being here, watching the content, that's huge for me. I never expected any of it, and I never do. Okay. Anyway, Hase kicks Kinta to the side. We didn't even get to see his fight, right? So I can presume it didn't go so well. He doesn't have fighting experience, you know? Well, we're at the bit where Hase just shows up. But he kicks Kinta to the side. The guy doesn't have any fighting experience, so I can only presume it didn't go super duper well. And in that moment, Hase jumps in front of Kirkake, and it starts threatening her, essentially, telling her that he's the one who gets to kill Okarun. I am like, look, I really... People in the yokai forms are... You know, it demonstrates another side to them, right? This guy's a very insecure dude. I don't know if we're going to get an actual form of some kind of redemption thing or backstory or explanation for him. maybe he's just awful. Because he's not winning me over. He just seems like the worst guy. I mean, we'll see. I still think that there's a chance that we will see that. But he's an awful dude. And he starts fighting Kirkake. You know? Because really, the real Dandadan were the friends that we made along the way. So the fact that he can't seem to get his own thing out of the way to just get this objective done to me just screams the kind of guy that he is, right? Yeah, I mean, he's no, that's true. I mean, not all bad guys need to be sympathetic. That's true. But I do feel like you know, there is something here that I feel is I don't know. I don't feel like Tatsu is necessarily the kind of guy that would not. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would just ignore oh, Tuma, thank you for joining Dandadan. That's gonna be really good. We've got another for the upper chamber in the Discord, guys. And anybody who's not in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Sign up as a free member to the Patreon. That's a free member, and it will get you access to the Discord link. And if you join, you'll be part of the best Dandadan community on the internet, in my opinion. And that's community, not cult. C-U-L-T. I don't really know how you pronounce it. I'm that unfamiliar with it, right? It's not us. I don't know what people are saying to you, but it's not us. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, I think. My point is, I think it would be nice to see that people don't just necessarily bully people out of just a desire to be a bully. Usually. Right? There's normally reasons that people act how they act. And he is a kid, right? He's the same age as any of the rest of them. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody's too far gone. And it is if the world forced people, the rest of the gang, into the molds that they fit in as a means to survive in a place inside of a society that expects you to know your place, maybe there is a discussion to be had about someone like him securing a domineering spot so as to not be in one that is oppressed. I don't know. I just don't think that him being just evil is necessarily a satisfying conclusion. I don't know. Tatsu knows what he's doing, right? If that's the way he wants to go, you know, then so be it. Lord, I trust in Tatsu. Okay, I trust in Tatsu more than anything I know. I trust in Tatsu. He'll know what he's doing. He's probably cooking something up. Cooking. I can only just see him now with his little mask with the egg and bacon on it. Anyway, so yes, the two bad guys start fighting each other, and you know, I think that this will be their undoing. By the way, guys, hi Andrew, what's good? This will be their undoing, I'm telling you, because we, on one hand, and this has to be significant, this has to be thematically significant. On one hand, we have the two bad guys fighting each other, breaking apart and fighting each other. And in the next few scenes, we see Okarun and Kinta literally merge together to fight as one. And I think that that's the difference, right? Is that these people are selfish and vengeful, and they're doing everything that they can for their own reasons. Whereas Okarun and Kinta, the only reason that they're here is to protect one of their friends, right? And as these two are fighting, Kinta turns to Okarun and asks him if he's okay. And he apologizes. Okarun apologizes for the fact that he touched the gear, and that's what made it weak and get destroyed. He's scolded by Kinta for it because he worked really hard on it, and then Kinta says that they must merge. And this is crazy. This is one of the funniest things in this series so far. Like, there's something really, really ominous about him just turning and saying, "We must merge." Like, you know, oh, you're on the road. Okay, cool. I hope that you're driving somewhere nice, and yeah, drive safe, my dude. I'll try to keep things nice and loud so you don't fall asleep. Merge, oh great Kinta. I just love this whole bit because Dandadan is really funny. Like, really, it is really funny. Like, obviously, we tend to I tend to focus on the kind of like more meaningful aspects of Dandadan, because that's the stuff that typically I connect with the most. But it is very funny. Like, the whole thing has been about balls up until now, right? Yeah, Private Takakura to a new level. I didn't even put the 2 and 2 together. Oh my god. He really is, isn't he? But I'll tell you what. He's first class privates. You know? He's a private first class. What are we talking about? More tangents. Now, this is a really short chapter. You're right. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's like it moves way quicker. There's too many of you and you're talking too much. Sorry. You're not. Please continue. What was I saying? Oh, yes, I did see something about tangents. Yeah, no, it is a short chapter. You're right, Blessy. I'm kind of tangenting myself a little bit to stay kind of like thingy. Anyway, so Okarun says, "Do what now?" Right? And yeah, I mean, that's real. How else are you gonna react to someone saying we should merge, right? And Kinta says that if they merge, they'll become stronger. This is ridiculous. Okarun is like, okay, like, maybe, like, explain this a little bit better. Like, maybe explain this just a little bit better, because we aren't robots, you know that, right? And then he's like, that's a poison mindset. God damn it, that is a poisoned mindset. That's loser talk. Okay, we are robots. The robot is me. Oh, wow. Tim, thank you. Again. Oh my god, he's a crazy man. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Genuinely, thank you. It means so much. It really does. I feel like every single time that anybody does anything that's donation oriented, I can't not say it. But it really is so gratifying to see. And also, Tim, when this next video's out, I'm going to get the rest of that interview series sorted for you. Yeah? Honestly, this guy, he's incredibly supportive. He's been here since the beginning of the streams and stuff. So thank you. Oh, yeah, you got Monado. That's alright. That's alright, innit? Bloody hell, that's not bad. That's not bad, is it? Anyway, he tells him that they are robots, and that the robot is him. And this is what I was saying earlier about how it's not even a matter of imagination at a certain point. If you genuinely believe that you are the robot, if you genuinely believe you are the robot and that you are a powerful robot, then there's not... imagination stops being the point. It's not even like you're convincing yourself, right? You genuinely just embody it. And I think that's what Kinta does, is he is able to literally embody it. He plays make-believe so much. You know. Alright. Someone's going to need to... Nachan's going to need to explain the Kinta bit to me a bit later. I'll buy that for £1. A British pound. Yeah, I'd like to buy that for a British pound. British. Bottle of water. What am I saying? Where am I? What am I doing? Merge. Anyway, they start merging, and it looks uncomfortable. It looks fully and incredibly uncomfortable. And the great merging begins. And the image, and you can see it on the thumbnail, guys. You can see it on the thumbnail. Wow. It is something. It kind of looks like... It kind of looks like Thomas the Tank Engine a little bit. You know? It's kind of got like a bit of a Thomas the Tank Engine kind of vibe going for him with his little face plate, bottle of water. Apparently the secret to attracting women is dirty jokes. He got it figured out. He got it figured out. Yeah. No, that's where I'm at as well, to be honest. Blissy. I it's been ages since I've just found something funny, just fully funny in Dandadan. Like, there's no deeper anything to it. It's just like the design is so beyond me. The design is so beyond me that I actually have very little to say about it. It is just, that is how they designed it. It's and the lightning strikes around it as well are just like, this is a good chapter. This is a very fun chapter. And I thought that we were going to get something really impactful and making everybody cry and stuff. But alas, nay. Alas, 'tisn't to be. You know? What are we talking? We're still going bottle of water. Yeah. So, Kintaroon is born. Kintokarun? Kintokarun? Maybe Kintokarun is better. I don't know. You guys decide. Anyway. And if you think that the design is inherently impractical, you would be correct. Because Okarun is carrying... Kinta on his shoulders, effectively. And he blames Okarun for the design, which is pretty funny. I guess they combined their imagination. Okintarun. Oh, Okintarun is quite good. Okintarun is quite good. I wish I'd wrote that on the thumbnail, actually. Ah, well. Hindsight. Yeah, his legs are still exposed. They are, aren't they? His legs are still exposed. That's crazy. It's a good job he's been working out, by the way, because he wouldn't have been able to do this at the beginning. But whilst so Kinta then says that whilst he can handle the great Kinta better than anyone, it's Okarun who has the ability to fight. He's the one who's capable of combat, and he's been fighting for all this time. So they need to work together to defeat their enemy. And then we cut back to Hase and Kirkake, and they're still fighting each other. So you can see that immediate contrast between the two teams. And I think that this is going to be the thing that makes the difference in the actual fight to come, is that one team is fighting as one, and the other one is fighting each other. Breaking apart versus coming together. Which is, you know, Dandadan to a T, right? I mean, it'd be pretty embarrassing for these two to get their asses handed to them by Kinta and Okarun, who are effectively the least powerful people in the team currently. I just love how far the nanoskin thing has come. It's super important. You know? Yeah, well, that's it. You got to cover up the bite hole. You know? Because you never know. You might get kicked in the bite hole again. And then what? You know? I don't know if you've ever had a bite hole, but it's not nice. Anyway, they start fighting, but then they realize that it ain't going so well. Whilst they are able to like parry and stuff like that, they are very, very slow. However, Hase seems to just want... He seems to think that Okarun has his powers still, and he wants him to get out and fight using those powers. But obviously he doesn't have them anymore. Which makes me wonder if the people that sent him, like if Count Saint Germain sent him under the pretense that he does have his powers still. I'm very curious about the history between Turbo Granny and CSG, you know? The angry face. There's something about the classic kind of like angry face that is, and square brackets that just, it's just very funny. Has a very classic vibe to it, and it kind of has that almost like like childish angerness to it. But anyway, in merging, we realize that it actually makes them more vulnerable in a way because they struggle to move. And merging has seemingly made them weaker. And that's where it ends. With Honor, say what? That's where it ends. Until next week. It's the end of the chapter. Crazy. Crazy that what can happen over the course of a single manga. You lose your balls. You get your balls. You become the balls. Really says a lot. Says a lot about our society, doesn't it? Hyperkiza. Yeah, I think Kinta is showing his worth here, and I'm really happy about that because he's I think he's struggled with the community a lot. He's struggled with the community a lot up until now, and it's good to see him get the opportunity to kind of show his worth a little bit. Oh wow, Jamer, welcome to the thingy, to the memberships. Thank you, massively appreciated. As always, guys, always appreciated. Memberships are always going to be appreciated around these parts, guys. Never necessary though, right? Always means so much. Oh, Eric, it's been good to see you, my dude. You're probably going to get more compliments later, so prepare yourself, prepare your heart. Anyway, never a necessity, guys. Anything that is made membership only or for higher tiers on Patreon is stuff that never would have been released under other circumstances and is only being released to bolster the value of those tiers. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been released. So massively appreciated, guys. I like, it means so much to see people monetarily support the channel. It makes me you know, I probably would be doing this anyway, but it makes me know that, or feel like I'm on the right track with people here, and that we're making progress, right? It makes it vindicates what I'm doing so much. That said, mind you, anybody who is just watching the stuff in the chat there, whatever it is, it's all appreciated. It really is all appreciated. You know, like it's hard to. I wish I could words adequately could express the concoction and complexity of the relationship that I have with this channel, but they can't, and everybody in it. So thank you. Anyway, anybody who's not in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys. free membership to the on the Patreon will get you access to the Discord, and then you'll get into the best Dandadan community on the gosh darn internet. You ever been spurned by Reddit? Discord. Have you ever used Twitter? You. Discord. That's the place to be. That's the place that you want to be. Honestly, people there are incredible. Like I said, join the Discord. Link in the description to the Patreon. Free tier membership. That will get you access to the Discord, guys. That's okay, Andrew. Don't worry about it, my guy. Like I said, it's absolutely never necessary. I'm never going to ask people to do to pay or donate. I will remind you it's a thing you can do, but I'm never going to tell you that it's a necessity. So I appreciate it. I do. But don't push yourself to do it. All right? I don't desperately need money. I'm okay. if you're gonna be skinted by it, please don't. Like, because I can't. My soul can't take that. If I learned somebody was doing that, my soul cannot take that. All right. So please, only if you can. Anyway, that's not relevant right now, guys. What is relevant? Drum roll, please. We're back. Not here. We're back. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Back again. And I hope you're all ready for it. What happens if I do this? Yes, hell yeah. I hope you're all ready for it, guys, because I'm not. Okay, so, oh boy, guys, here we go. Here we are. Patreon call out. Oh my god, no, yes, you're fully right, Blissy. I almost forgot again. Guys, before we press on, I should have written down the exact names precisely, but better late than never. I just want to call out all the people who are on the Yokai Power User tier. That's the highest tier Patreon currently, and honestly the support is immense. So that's Blissy Cat, Burlapsack, Eric, just missed you, my dude, Fifth Gram, Goddish, Mother Support, Serpo, and Tim Kai. Guys, thank you, genuinely thank you. Incredible. I just said it all. But you know what I mean. I can't even say it, right? I can just if you can even conceptualize it, if you can just conceptualize how I feel, that's enough. I can't actually properly express it. But seeing people value what I do on the channel, what I'm making in the videos, working on a new video, guys. It should be out in hopefully the next week. It's genuinely unbelievable. Can't even say it, yes. Anyway, yes, in S tier we have Ira and Rarina. Now, I'm not saying that Rarina is an S tier character, right? She's just having a bit of time up there. We swap it. Look, F tier is not a nice place to be, right? But there are a lot of people in there who are fairly nice people, and they don't deserve to be in F tier all the time. So we're just giving some people a little bit of time in S tier just to clear it up a little and keep things nice and tidy. Yeah, she's the one who gave Momo her job, or helped get the job. So I'm just going to pop her back down here. And let's move her up here for a bit. Because after the recent Omaki, these girls, they belong together, They belong together. There are no other two characters that belong together quite so much. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you. 2 months is crazy. 2 months is crazy, my dude. I've only been doing this for 2 months. That's wild. It's wild that there are people here that have been members for 2 months when we've only been running for 2 months. On air, as it were. You know? Makes it feel like a radio station when I say that it's on air. So, yeah. Baby Brella boy. Yeah. I like the Brella boy. He deserves all the good things in the world, that kid. Deserves all the good things in the world. Not like the Acro Silky's daughter. She's boring. Yes, a club. It's a club. A community, right? Anybody who's saying any other C words, any other 4-letter C words in relationship to the channel or the Discord are lying to you. Liars. Alright. Morning, Angle. Good to see you. Good to see you, Angle. The angry face. That is astounding. That's an expensive emoji. £2. £2 to... Oh my god. Like, honestly. I don't know how you guys put up. I don't know how you guys put up with me. That's hilarious. Right. That is very funny. Like, honestly. Thank you, I think. Do I thank you for that, or do I... Well, you know what it's about. You know what it's about. Let's see. Let's go with Okarun's ball. What are we thinking for Okarun's ball? Look at those other angry faces. Those lesser angry faces. Those ones that have less visual real estate in the chat. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I'm not. F tier? F tier? But this is Okarun's ball. Look, there you go. Golden. Can we get some golden balls in the chat, please? Chat, can we get some golden balls? Yeah. Like, this is it. Like, we've got other plot devices, right? We've got other items. Like Gigi's underwear. Now that's an F tier thing if I've ever seen one, right? You guys, are you sharing the brain cell again? Stop sharing the brain cell. I need it. Just at least wipe it down before giving it back. Honestly, it's disgusting. You know, you guys hand it back, it's covered in little cat hairs and stuff. You know who you are. You know who you are. Vamnola. I need to get the Vamnola into the chat. I'm going to replace something with Vamnola later on because it deserves to be there. Right, so I'm getting a lot of mixed kind of responses here to the ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to gonna do a poll. Do a little poll, guys, and we will decide where it goes from there. B. Above B. Come on. Lower than B. Oh, come on, guys. You disgusting. You're disgusting me. Gold-plated nut. No, it's important. It's important. There is no Dandadan without the ball. I respect what you're saying, Tim. I respect what you're saying, my guy. However, worth acknowledging that these polls are, and remember this, they're entirely advisory. I reserve the right as supreme leader, and I was voted into that position, by the way. I reserve the right to completely ignore it and do whatever the hell I want. And this is why Momo will end up in S+ tier no matter what you people say. This is Momo's space here. And I'll never be convinced. I was almost convinced once, but never again. Never again. So get used to that. Alright, that spot, like, I was weak for a moment, but no longer. No longer. You guys wait until I finish this tier list, by the way. There's something else that I want to do. You wait. Like, honestly, in like, probably like 2 months, you wait. It's like a series. It's gonna be like a series finale when we get to the end of this tier list. John, no, not your wallet, please. Please, no more money. No one, please. I can't take any more money, please. You won't bribe me. I'm unbribable. I can't be bribed unless it was, like, worth a lot. It was worth a lot, then maybe. But, like, until that day happens, I mean a lot. Until then, like, everybody has the price, and I'm realistic. I'm a realistic guy. I'm not going to pretend I don't have a price. It's just I doubt that you know how high it is. Because this is my legacy. Alright? 3080. Right, no, a 3080 would get me. No, yeah, a 3080 would get me, but I think it was a 2070. I think it was a 2070, actually. If it were an actual 3080, I would like that. There's not a question, but we're not talking 3080, are we? We're not talking 3080 level. Momo is Dandadan. She's the Dandadan. Society. I think that this is the point where culture, the world, society needs to completely reset, because we've reached the peak. You're quite right. We've reached the peak. There is nothing better than rating someone's gold-plated ghost testicle on a tier list of Dandadan characters. Short story on Discord. Yeah, that almost got me. It was the fanfic that almost got me. The 2070 almost made me think about it, but it was the short story. That's what almost got me. But I backpedaled, and here we are. I'm more dedicated to Momo being in the S+ tier than ever. In fact, my almost weakness of the situation has done nothing but steal my resolve. So, sorry. I can't put it in F tier, Tim. It's better than his underwear, innit? I would be tempted to offer for a custom print. Are you bribing me? Are you people actually bribing me? I would consider moving a lower level person to a different designation, right? I can be bribed insofar as that, but I'm dedicated to this spot being for Momo, alright? And I'm not going to change that. I ain't going to change that for no one, unless it was like a really big deal. This is an inanimate object. Yeah, but it's an important inanimate object. Alright? I have to put it above like, you know, Light Yagami. Yagami Light too. Why? Because I don't remember why, to be honest. I don't know why I put Light Yagami so high. I think it's because he was actually a character and he did do something, right? Like, he had opinions about things. you know, maybe you're right. $69. No, no, you're reaching too high, Koga. You're reaching too high with your desires. She's staying in A tier. All right. All right. It's not happening. You reach too high. Like Icarus before you. You flew too close to the sun. Alright, maybe I'll move Light Yagami down a rank, alright? I just want... Maybe I'll move him up to S tier for a bit. Who knows? Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Fine, he's down there in F tier now. Are you happy? Are you people happy? I've decided to move Gigi's mum up to D tier as well. I won't explain it. Alright, I've decided to move Gigi's mum up to D tier, and that's that. Pure chaos. It's not pure chaos. I feel like we're doing a good job here. I just listened to the community. Did you see that? I moved Light Yagami down a rank, and I listened to the community's opinions on that. I feel like that's progress. I feel like that's huge progress, guys. You know? The non-spiritual monetary value of a gold-plated testicle is. Well, it's only gold-plated, and it's. I suppose it depends on the on. We're talking like pure gold. We're talking like pure gold, right? It's gonna be worth a bit of a pretty penny, right? Let's figure this out. You know what, guys? We'll figure this out in the Googling section. In the Googling section, we'll figure out how much the gold-plated ball is worth, alright? So don't find out. Do not search for it. We'll figure it out as a community, alright? We'll do this together. Okay? We'll figure this out. But right now, don't figure it out without me. We'll do that at the end. That's what we're going to do. We'll figure out the monetary value of Okarun's non-spiritual testicle. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you. You know what's good. That's Charlie. That's one of Ida's friends. Because of the recent Omaki, I felt like she deserved to go up there for a little while. Because they're all friends again now, and I like that. That makes me really happy. Yeah, don't worry about it, Blissy. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna like get too close to the edge with it, alright? We like to live dangerously around these parts, okay? On this channel. Alright, it looks like C rank. C rank! You voted a testicle into C rank. What is wrong with you? Ew! Ew, that's gross. You're all gross. That's really gross. That's really gross. I can't believe you guys just did that. That is gross. Why would you vote for a testicle to be C rank? Ew, it's not even a person. It doesn't even have feelings, man. You're gross. I'm not going to forget about this, guys. Rotten. Bite hole. Bite hole. Bite hole. I'll say it. I'll say it again. Bite hole. It might have some feeling, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... No, it's not my fault you guys are gross. That's disgusting. Ew. I'm gonna be sick. Why did you put it there? No, that is pretty rancid, guys. I don't know what's wrong with you. It's disgusting. Not gonna look at you guys the same again. Not gonna look at you guys the same again. Alright, whining. It's not whining. Alright, let's get that out of the way. It's not whining. Alright, if anything, I'm complaining. I'm bringing up an issue. An issue that I have. Let's see. let's vote on this person. Evil subterranean woman. I added more yokai forms. Did I? Oh, what? Right, okay, guys. I'm just gonna... I'm confessing. I'm gonna confess. I wish to confess. I did not make this tier list. Alright? I found somebody else's. And this dutiful individual is clearly updating them as he goes. And I gotta respect that. That's crazy. Whoever this person is, crazy. They are doing a good job. It ain't me. Alright? I don't have the patience for this. I thrive off of other people's work. You know? We could vote on Okarun's outfit. Yes, we could do that, actually. You know what, guys? I've just thought of another thing. When we're eventually when we're done with this tier list and we decide to move on to the next tier list, because they need to go on forever, we're going to start ranking people's fit. Right? So we're going to start ranking people's attire through the different arcs and stuff like that. Yeah. I think what we do is we collect every single outfit that everybody ever wears in the main cast, and then we rank their fit. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. I've seen a lot of F tiers. I don't think she's F tier. She's an actual character, right? Like, we're not just judging this. Like, we're not just judging this based on if we like them or not. I feel like we're also needing to judge this based on. We're also needing to judge this based on whether or not they're a good character. Yeah, we'll do a drip tier list one day. Yeah. Well, I guess then we'll have to collect every single Momo change. You know? Of course Momo's going to be S+ again. That ain't on me, though. That's just how it is. That's not on me. I can't be blamed for that. Oh yeah, and then ships as well. Look, we've got a lot of things that we're going to be able to rank, guys. Okay, in the future. But, you know? Also, I'm thinking that when we get to the end of this exercise, I'm going to have to recalculate D tier and C tier just so that it's a little bit more equitable. And then we're going to have to fill those up before we start throwing people in F rank. Alright? I know she fed children to a worm. That ain't on me. Like, I'm just saying that, like, she has more character than this guy does, and underwear. Right? I don't hatred for Gigi's dad. I don't hate Gigi's dad. What is there to hate? This is my point. What is there to hate about Gigi's dad? He's not anyone. He's just the nobody. He has no feelings or thoughts or anything. All he does is he just is in hospital, and then he's just there for 5 minutes, and then he's never seen again. And that's the end of Gigi's dad. He has as much screen time as the underwear has. In fact, the underwear has more screen time. All right? I know he wanted to help rebuild Saiko's house, and so did Gigi's mum, but Gigi's mum did it with a bit more charisma. Okay, she showed up and she actually had like a let's go attitude. He was just kind of there holding shit, and it's like, bro, he didn't do nothing. He just carried some wood and made his son run behind the car. They both made their son run behind the car. That's crazy to me. That's crazy that's like, do you know what I mean? It's not my fault she fed kids to the world. Right, okay, none of us are on my side about this. That's fine. He is a nobody. He is a nobody. It's not on me. I can't be blamed for his lack of character, his lack of personality. He had panels, like 3-4 panels that he could have demonstrated his worth. Alright? Alright, I'm being accused of simping. No, this is not what I made this channel for, goddammit. This is not what it's for. It wasn't designed for this. Anyway. Alright. I forget what her name is. Stop. No. C. T. Got that. Right. I'm not putting her in F tier, right? Because she actually had a character. She did stuff and moved the plot along. She was a character. You can't, like, if you wipe Gigi's dad out of the manga completely, it still pedals on. It still goes on. There is still a manga without that fool. Simping's on Rookie. No. No. No, that's not my legacy. That's not my legacy. You are not putting her in F tier. You know what, actually? This guy moved the plot along more than Gigi's dad did. I'm thinking about popping him up to D tier. Right? There wouldn't be a plot without this character. There would be no... The Cursed House arc is the best arc, in my opinion. It's my favorite arc. Okay? And there would not be any Cursed House arc if it wasn't for her. That means she's a good character, even if we don't like her. Gigi's dad is a nobody. If Gigi only had a mum, right, the same stuff would have happened. Because he's pointless. What did Tim say? Gigi wouldn't exist. Alright, okay, fair point. Fair point. No, fair play, right? No. I hear you. I hear what... Shit. That's a good point, actually, Tim. But that's not my argument. My argument is if he, like... I'm in a room on my own. This is no different. This is no different than if I... This is no different than if I just... All of this was in my head and I was just screaming at a blank wall. Because to me, like for you guys, you're being screamed at by this person inside of your phone or your computer screen. I can't... I wish I could just show you what I'm seeing. It's just a screen. It's just two screens and a camera, and there's no one else here. Danny is right. She's completely right. I'm a crazy person. My curtains aren't closed either, so anybody could just look over and just see me screaming at a wall. The cat isn't even in here. The cat isn't even in here. I can't even say that the cat's in here. Oh my god. Right. That is funny. That is funny. I see you want to put her in F tier. I refuse to allow it. I don't want to have to flex my control of the thing, but I'm not doing it. Ow. Owie. Well, you know what, actually, I've been here for like 4 years. I've lived here for like 4 odd years. And I've never met my neighbours. So, maybe you're spot on. Can't believe this. Believe it. Believe it. Alright? You guys shouldn't have voted F tier, because if you had voted D tier or C tier, then you would have had it go through. Yeah, that is the muscle that that Nachan was referring to. I do go outside occasionally, not every day though. Not every day. Most people go outside every day, don't they? Most people go outside every day, don't they? Yeah. No, I mean, Right. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good for old Michael. Right. Well, I'm not doing it. You voted that. I'm not doing it. She's going in D tier. Screw you. All right. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. How about that? I refuse to do it. Yeah, don't believe the outdoors propaganda. You know? If I, like, honestly, if I went outside, I probably would slow down the amount that I'm doing this, guys. So think about that. I also work from home as well, so it's like I have double reason not to go outside. I believe you. Well, I you know, all right. Right, I'm getting roasted for no reason. Actually, I do shower. Because if I didn't, then my hair would fall into disarray. Alright? I need to keep that, you know what I mean? In 20 minutes. That head hurt thing. You see, your head hurting, that is an after effect of this tier list. It seems to just happen quite frequently. So my bad. What's wrong with the tier list? What's wrong with the tier list? There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, I'm sure that if you showed up when Da Vinci was partway through the Mona Lisa, it wouldn't look so good. Ooh, Michelangelo. That doesn't even look like David. Here, Michelangelo. That don't even look like David. It looks just like marble. Are you sure that you're making David? No, I'm not done with it yet. Nah, this Michelangelo's David is so cursed. Naysayers. That's what people would have said. If people were like you, then it would never have been done. All right? And then what you're going to go to Florence for, huh? Then what you're going to go and see when you go to Italia? Huh? Nothing, because there's nothing else there. It's just that one statue. That's all there is. There's no buildings or anything. I don't care if he's a Minecraft character. I'm not burning it down, all right? Nice to see you, Koga. I hope you feel better. Right. Okay. Let's vote on this character. All right? The other maid, the in charge maid. What do you think? What do you think, guys? We can all agree on this. All right? She's not a character. Okay? She's not a character. So F tier. I'm happy with F tier for this loser. Loser. Tim. He thinks he's funny. He's a wise guy. We got a wise guy in the chat, people. She saved Momo's life. Yeah. Right. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? You guys decide. Please illuminate me on how this character, for some reason, should not be an F tier, but a character that is so important to the whole cursed out house arc should be, even though we don't like her. Please explain to me how that is the case. I'm begging you. That's not a character trait. Right, I get that she said, oh, you should go home by 10, but that's like, oh my god, you are not being convinced. You're not being convinced. John. What are you doing? She's not a D-rank character. It's like watching like I don't know, let's say Breaking Bad. you're watching Breaking Bad, and then one of the characters is just like, oh, like, you know, which way is it to the meth lab? And then a random guy with a gun just goes, oh, it's that way. And then he's like, D tier character right there. D tier character. No, because he told Jesse which way to go to get to the meth lab. So that means he's a D tier character. Why am I doing this? Oh, she's F tier. Thank you, Charlie. I know we need to cook. I know we are cooking. I'm trying to cook right now. Okay, right. No, that's a good argument. You're making. That's a fair. Oh crap. Right. Okay, but see, you've made a fine argument there. I can't argue with that. Shit. This is very persuasive, actually. So, all I'm seeing here, and I don't want to... I'm not trying to throw around... I'm not trying to throw anybody in it, right? But someone in the chat is trying to get Murakami put into the D tier. That's not me. I'm trying to keep him down there in super hell, but people are trying to use logical fallacies and confuse my intellect, my incredible intellect, to convince me to move Murakami into D tier. I don't know why. I don't know why this strange crazy person is trying to do that, but are you guys gonna let that happen, or like what? Or like what's the deal with that? Because like honestly, yeah, I feel like he deserves super hell as well, but there are some people in the chat that are trying to get him moved up to D tier. Now I think no, I'm gonna put my foot down on this, guys, and I mean this when I say it. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna do that, right? And this is why we had that chat about democracy, right? About what it's worth and the extent to which it falls victim to mass propaganda by the wrong people. And I am here as the safeguards to stop that from happening. Some people are going to want to intentionally bowl the ball into the gutter. Do you want that? Do you want no strikes? Do you want to even just not hit a pin? Don't worry. I'm the guardrails. Guaranteed that you're going to hit something, guys. I can't promise we are going to get a strike every single time. I can't promise that. I don't think anybody could. And if they could do that, deliver that to you, I'd hand them the reins. But I don't believe that's the case. But I can promise that we'll hit something every time. And we'll get better and stronger and more experience together. Now, there are some people who try to take that away from you and move Murakami into D tier. But I'm not going to let that happen. I'm the guardrails. I'm not going to let this person drag us into the gutter. No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening, Blissy. I think you're not feeling well. Oh, it's just nasty. It's just nasty. Oh, dear. We have fun here. Yeah, no, swear jar. Actually, Tim, that's gas lamping. Are you okay? Are you okay, Tim? It's gas lamping. It's always been gas lamping. I hope that you're feeling okay. Don't worry about it, man. Just try to get it right next time, alright? I think he's not feeling well. I feel like he's not feeling well. Someone uses factual knowledge. So, yeah. We're just gonna keep him in super hell. Don't know what that whole D rank business was about, but it's not happening. Anyway, what were we talking about? What are we talking about? Yes. Momo's. For the record, this character that you want in D tier doesn't. What's her name? We have fun here. We have fun here. Oh, nice. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tim. It's a shame. It's a shame that you feel hatred for us. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just looking out for you, my dude. Her name is Miss Momo's co-worker. Fair enough. You got me. No, I do know a name. I do know a name. It's thingy, innit? It's hold on. Hold on. It's I know a name. Obviously I know a name. It's oh crap, her name's Unnamed Waitress. That's crazy. Oh wait, you're asking me about oh, I thought you were asking me about the co-worker who is, by the way, her co-worker is actually just called Unnamed Waitress. That's the person you want in D rank, is literally called Unnamed Waitress, just so that we're aware of what that is. It was Nakikito. Obviously, it was Nakikito, wasn't it? Obviously, it was like, come on, guys, you know that. You know what? Right. So you really want D rank for this? Honestly, we're going with D rank. Look, I'll put her there if you want. I'll put her there if you want, guys, but you know. I've just read the Discord, by the way. What is happening over there? What is happening over there? Oh, by the way, anybody who's not on the Discord, link in the description will get you to my Patreon. Free tier. Join as a free member. And then you'll get access to the Discord, best place on the internet for Dandadan and various other different things. It's probably the best place on the internet, period. I'm not saying that. That's what all the papers are saying. You know the ones. Well, you're all up-to-date, knowledgeable people, so you've probably seen it in the general interests section. But, well, you're all smart enough to know that. I don't need to tell you guys that, right? But, yeah, better than Twitter. Better than Twitter, or whatever letter of the alphabet they're calling it now. This isn't Twitter anymore. It's actually called Z. Although some people call it Z. Join the Discord, yes, guys. Yeah, I mean, when you all say join the Discord, like join the Discord, all in one go, it does have a kind of like the greater good vibe to it. Big fan of that, guys. Big fan of that. No, you're not AI, guys. You're not AI. Oh, hi there, Monardo. As you can see, this is where we're at. Everybody's having a swell old time. And we've just put unnamed waitress. We've just put unnamed waitress into D tier. Great character, that. That's my favorite one. What with her not having a name. Brilliant. Brilliant character overall. Fuck. Put her in C tier, actually, eh? Don't, Monardo, I know. I'm trying to make this argument with these people. They keep saying, oh, well, she said one line. She said one line. It's like, you know what I mean? She's a nobody character. Her name is Unnamed Waitress, and we put her in D tier. Nobody will go in the S tier spot except for Momo. I'm not devaluing it like that. All right? Now, those of you not voting for Happy, guys, what do you think? Huh? Look at them. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Cute, huh? Vote Happy. What do you think? Pretty cute, huh? Huh? Vote Happy. All right, Jory. Night, my dude. Come on, guys. Yeah, there you go, guys. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna need to add the Vamnola emote because it's too good. It's too good. It's one of my favorite ones. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to make you guys see reason. I'm trying to make you see reason, guys. Look, they're holding little plushies of each other. How cute is that? Alright, Jury. Catch you, my dude. What do you think? You feel better? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that really brought us all together as a community. As a community. Am I right, guys? Hmm? First time in weeks saw the tier list. Yeah, no. I mean, guys, you gotta trust where we're going with this, right? You may not see the full tapestry being woven here by me, but you know, it's gonna produce a beautiful image. Yeah, he has the same ones. See how cute is that? It's so. Alright, no, don't start getting ideas about what this means for the tier list. It means nothing for the tier list, alright? Happy it is. There you go. Happy it is, right? There are some of you who are afraid. Cowards, mainly. There's clearly a best answer option listed here, so any of you who didn't click that is kind of a bit embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. You know. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, well, you know, JMO already made his tier list as well. So you can make your Monado edition whenever you like, and then I can be absolutely in either full agreement or complete disagreement. There is no middle ground with this. I know, somebody's sad. Hope you're okay, whoever's sad. That's what sheepdogs are for. I know. Can somebody can somebody force him back in line, please? Can somebody force Shadow back in line? Oh, you're afraid. You have no reason to be afraid, okay? Just trust what we're doing. Who did we just rank? Good question, Jesse. We just ranked Unnamed Waitress at D rank. Yes, now you're ranking yourselves on your happiness scale. They voted to put her in D rank. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with you people at this point. You know? I don't know what to do with you people. Who do we vote next? It's too early to vote Kercake. Yeah, it's crazy. These people are just, you know what I mean? What have we got left to vote? Okay. Okay. Put Worm again in F. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why it didn't take. I don't know why it didn't take, to be honest. I just kind of roll with these things at a certain point. I don't know. Whatever maximizes chaos overall, more than anything. Right. Okay. We'll vote on a big one. Right? We'll vote on a bigger one because we've been voting on small ones. We're going to vote... There you go. Taro. Taro, guys. What are we doing with him? Now, he's an important guy. You know, if you hate love, then that's fine with me. That's fine. Vote for him like really low. But you know, if you don't, and you're not a soulless monster, then you'll probably vote for him higher than F tier, right? I don't know why you would vote F tier for him. I don't know why you would even propose to put him in F tier. I don't know why you would propose such a thing. Exactly. That is a good quote. That is a famous quote of his. He says that all the time. He says that all the time. I just saw that that meme in the Stream S posting channel. Very funny. That is very funny. This is the culmination of my arc. I wish the characters would just announce how they feel all the time. This makes me upset. D rank. Oh, cold, ice cold. I think he's probably a C rank, maybe a B rank. I'm not going to put them together. I make it my mission to not put these people together. No, you're wrong, Support. Support, you're fully incorrect. You're fully incorrect. He wouldn't have. It was a turning point. He was actually, you are completely incorrect. This is a great example. This is a great example of the literal opposite of what I was talking about earlier. Without Taro, Okarun would have given up on his love for Momo. Because he was about to do it, literally until Taro showed up. He would have never done it. He would have given up. If it wasn't for seeing Taro and him finally understanding that he, even if he felt like it wasn't right, he had to do it. Because he has no choice but to. If the feeling is so overwhelming, he has an obligation to himself to do it. He would never have discovered his love for Momo. And that's it. The end. It's the complete opposite situation. God damn. No, I refuse. His role in this series is so important. And he helped defeat the evil eye. That's a really good point, John. That's a really good point. He's done loads. Actually, I'd argue he's possibly even a B tier. He's maybe even a B tier. Well, I'm not making eye contact. I mean, well, I am. Maybe from... It's not eye contact. Like, for me, this is a camera lens. This is a camera lens, all right? I'm just talking directly at you guys, all right? If you don't like that, that's... You know what I mean? You know what? Before we do this... All right, we need to just get this out of the way now. All right. Do you guys feel comfortable with me doing this, or should I always be doing this? I need to know these things, because if this makes you uncomfortable, guys, let me know. All right, because it takes effort for me to do it. Because you got to understand that I am talking at nothing. All right. Usually, up until recently, I've tried. I'll put my own the recording software within the same one as the camera, and I'll talk at effectively me, right? Because it's the only thing that's moving and communicating with me. I'm trying to be a bit more connective with the audience, so I'm talking at you guys, and it's unnatural for me, but I'm trying, and I'm getting into it. So if it makes you uncomfortable, please let me know. All right? Okay? And for 3D glasses, I actually have loads of 3D glasses somewhere. Oh shit, where did I put them? No, they were stuck here for ages. Oh, what? Where are my 3D glasses? What do you think? I'm like Doctor Who. I got about 20 of them. I got about a pack of 20 of them for Spy Kids 3D. I did a watch party of Spy Kids 3D. I found the 3D version. It was excellent. Whoa, this is trippy. Anyway, my point is that if any of you have a reason, if any of you guys have a reason for me not talking directly at the camera, tell me now. All right? If you have a reason for it, tell me now, because this is just where we're at from now on. All right? It's called fashion, guys. Get with it. All right? Don't hate on me for my drip. Right, so it looks like it's overwhelmingly yes. Who voted no? I would like to know exactly why no. Did you actually watch it yesterday? Did you watch the 3D version? That's crazy. That's crazy that you watched it yesterday. What a film, by the way. What has happened to me? Why am I here talking at a camera with 3D glasses on? Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna be honest. This is a really good argument, actually, by Jesse. Taru should get B tier, just on the pretense that Raiko Kashima is there. All right. I have the 3D version. I hunted over. As far, I had to travel to go and purchase my copy of it because you know what I mean? Like, it was not accessible in the city. I had to leave the city to find it. It was an incredible journey, and yeah. We're getting some B tiers. Yeah, reality did hit me there for a second. It took a lot of work, but it was worth it. It was well worth it considering the results. Good lord. Get a robe. He belongs in B tier. But I will accept C tier. If he ends up in C tier, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. I think the problem with these is that the lenses are a bit small on them, so they kind of look a bit lame. Not the best 3D glasses. Looks like B tier is winning out, guys. It looks like my argument about him being important has won out. So what are you gonna do? Are we all just waiting now? All just waiting, are we? There's only 10 votes, to be fair, guys. There are more than 10 of you here, so please vote. Please vote. Why has the chat gone silent? Where have you all gone? What is this? Nine of us faith in the system. Yeah, you're quite right. You counted as 2 people. Oh. Revenge. You're not supposed to say that bit out loud. That's the quiet bit. The out loud bit is completely different to that. So now I feel like I kind of already know that. It's like you might as well not do the revenge because it's like kind of pointless. It's kind of like pointless. Everybody cooking. We all cooking. Nachan's gone to sleep, hasn't she? She's definitely gone to sleep. That's on a bingo card, isn't it? I never made one. I still need to make one for you guys because I feel like I probably could get it done in one. Get a bingo in one sesh. I get a bingo in one sesh with you guys, I think. Alright, B tier it is. Oh, what? B tier? Okay, I guess so. I'll just move Miko along one. Just so that she's as far away from Muko as possible. No reason. Just enjoy it. Yeah, well, it is looking pretty full. It is looking pretty full. I see what you're trying to do. But it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Alright. Miko is staying in B tier for as long as I can. Well, I mean, I could be convinced, right? I could be convinced because it's mainly for the shit posting, you know, like, but we'll see, you know. Some things are going to change. Some people are going to move around. Some things I've said are going to change as we go. Yeah, the pygmies are one character, just because they're literally all the same guy. They're all identical. Aw, they're cute though. I like the pygmies a lot. I really like the pygmies. I really do. You know, it'd be really bad if we moved Kashimoto down to F tier. Is it Kashimoto? It's not Payase, is it? Which one's Kashimoto and which one's Payase? Moo. Oh no, you're right. They are all individually special. But look, I put all of them on C tier. Copy and paste. That would be really funny though. Nachan would be really upset. I'm not gonna do it. Please don't let her know that I even said that, but she would be really upset. Yeah, that's true. No, you got me. You got me, guys. Kashimoto is the guy with the hat, right? I'm not going to do it. She's an innocent in this war. All right. I'm not gonna just attack a civilian like that. All right. But you know what I mean. Well, it's not my fault that you vote the wrong way support. You know? Really, it was the vote on democracy brought about by Ida was the last vote that really mattered for you, if you think about it, because you got you got what you wanted there in a big way. So every other vote after that has been awful for you. But if that first one was worth it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. No, that wasn't a stray. That wasn't a stray. It was directed at you. That was like aimed and fired in your direction. So it was not stray. It just hit its target. Right. We'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then we're going to find out just what the value of this testicle is. An argument could be made for that, Shadow. You're quite right, but I'm not going to make that argument. We'll do this guy. This old man, young boy, child, man. This old man, boy, child, man. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Oh my god. I just saw the Thomas the Tank Engine Okarun. That is amazing. That is so good. Oh my god. It's Kinta, Sir Topham Hat. That is very funny. That's funny stuff on the Discord. Anybody who's not on the Discord, by the way, link to my Patreon in the description. Join as a free member. On the free tier will get you access to the link to the Discord where you can join. Best place on the internet for Dandadan, guys. It's the best place. Nowhere better. Nowhere better. At all. Better than Twitter. That's what they're saying anyway. I'm not saying that much. It's other people that are saying that for the most part. Reviewers and the like. Cultural icons are saying that about us, about me, all the time. It's like, whatever, really. Like, what are you gonna do, eh? C tier? Nah, he's not a C tier. I'm sorry. How can you call him a C tier? He hasn't done anything. He got sucked into a board game and then he got spat back out an old geezer. I'll accept D tier. I'll accept D tier. Because he did nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jesse. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you. It just kind of... His whole thing is that he was young and now he's old. Like, you know what I mean? He's not, though, is he? He's an old man. You know? He's an old man. Like... Yeah, that's a good point, actually. He also knocked Momo into the Danmara. Although, I suppose you could make the argument that she wouldn't have... Okarun wouldn't have confessed. I feel like he's a D tier. He's a fat D tier. That's what it is. Also, I get that he's a child, but he has lived a whole life inside of that box. Right? Like, that is how it works. He's lived... Every day in there is a day to him. It's just on the outside world that time moves differently. So... He still lived a whole life. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm thanking him by not putting him in F tier. I'm putting him in D tier as thanks. That's the extent of my gratitude to him. So think about that. Bet you haven't thought about that. Just realised that we've been listening to the same song for 2 hours. My bad, Storm. Well, look, you weren't here to help us, alright? It's not my fault. It's them. They're the ones that made it this way. It wasn't me. It was them. It was them. It's not me. They did it. I don't recall wanting Nessie in C tier, to be honest. People put her there because she was a good design. And they like Nessie. You know? I mean, it would have mattered to me in like an emotional kind of capacity, but I guess I'll make the vote. Old man, baby man. Does he have a name? What is it? What is his name? I actually didn't know he had a name. Old man, baby man. I feel like it's pretty adequate. That's a pretty adequate description of what he is. He's old man, baby man. Kind of makes him feel like a superhero in a way. That's true, Shadow, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, what did I move? I moved Gigi's mum up to D tier, and everybody forced me to move Yagami Light down to F tier. So it's that's not my doing. Like, you know what I mean? See you later, Andrew. Hakono. Alright. I'm probably still going to call him Old Man Baby Man just because I find it incredibly entertaining to do that. But hey, look, thank you for letting me know that. Alright. It's important to know our weaknesses and vulnerabilities, alright? And that one hit me right in the bite hole. Daiki Hakono. Nah, that's too complicated. I'm going to call him Old Man Baby Man from here on. Yes, we can only have two S tiers. 1 S plus tier, 2 S tiers, 4 A tiers, 8B, 16C, 32D, and then whoever's left goes in F tier. But we're going to have to redistribute F tier out so that we fill all of these spaces later on. Have you been making your own tier list during this exercise? No, the criticism I'll be giving it will not be constructive in the slightest, so that's okay. You don't need to accept it. It'll be completely destructive criticism. I don't want to go on an apology tour again. I don't want to have to do the apology tour again. I might do it. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. No one can stop me from apologizing. And then immediately deflecting blame towards other people. He was impressionable. He was easily led by other people, they'll say. And I'll get away with it. I'll get away with it completely. Ooh. So, everyone loved it. Completely agreed with every decision. Ooh. That's a bit boring, isn't it? It's a bit of a boring tier list, isn't it? God. Look, if you want to get like the cookie cutter tier list experience, you know where to go, am I right, guys? If you want the authentic safeties on rookie tier listing experience, this is it. Doesn't get any better than this. This is you're here on the ground floor of something that will be enshrined in the annals of history. You're on the ground floor. You're helping me craft this. Alright? And sure, will our tools at times be blunt because we've worked so hard to chisel perfection? Yes. Okay? That's just the nature of these things, though. That's just the nature of these things. If that happens, when that happens, we'll work together to find new tools to make this a better experience for everyone. Okay? Now, you can go and download a tier list from Yahoo. Alright? If you want. or something, you can go do that if you want, but hell, that ain't me. And that's not what we're about here. We take the harder path. But goddamn if it isn't more rewarding. If it isn't more rewarding. Getting saner. I'm trying, John, right? Yahoo. Yahoo.com. Yahoo.co.uk. Alright? I've been lost for a while on this, so I'm gonna be honest, guys. Every week it gets less and less clear where we are. Alright? And this is why you need a good navigator. And that's my job. Alright? And I won't be taking questions or criticism. Thank you. Thank you. It's 11:45. It's 11:45 and I'm hungry. It's a tragedy. Am I keeping Kinta in A tier? I've kind of put myself in a bit of a corner here, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Blissy. Because at the end of the day, Gigi is going to need to go... Gigi's going to need to go somewhere. And I'm going to be honest, despite her following, I might need to push Rin down to B tier. And that's going to be controversial, I know. I know that that's going to be very controversial with some people. I might need to push Rin down to B tier and then pop my boy Gigi up in A tier. And I know that that's going to be incredibly controversial for some people, but I'm not dropping Kinta down to B tier after what he's been doing. You know? C tier, Miko and Muko. I see what you're doing. No, not happening. I don't make videos. I don't make a whole video dedicated to a goddamn C tier, do I? I refuse. All right? I'm an A tier man. I'm a 5-star man. No, I'm not broken. He's just easily led. 5-star. Oh, I don't know. Point is that we're gonna have to do some moving around. Yeah, it was a bit from Always Sunny. Oh, I didn't just randomly do that. All right, it is like a thing that exists. I swear it. All right, everybody got something that they like in this tier list. To be fair, you guys should go check this out when you're done in the Discord. Free access to the Discord through the Patreon link. Join as a free member and you get access to the invite for Discord, and you can join the best place on the internet for Dandadan and a bunch of other stuff too. But pretty neat. Pretty neat. You should check it out, guys. Join the Discord. In fact, I'd happily go through this and your reasoning on the next stage that we do. We do stages where everybody can have a little chat verbally with each other. It's very nice. It's very fun. I enjoyed the last one a lot. Obviously, we didn't do one that past Sunday because the video needs to take priority right now, guys. Can't promise that we'll have one again this week. But it was very fun. I got to talk to a lot of you, and I enjoyed that a lot. We got to do all kinds of stuff. You know, we heard from a lot of people in the community, and it just reinforced to me that we are better than Twitter and Reddit. So that is one of Ida's friends. I've decided to put her up there for a bit after the last Omaki. I feel like because they're friends again now, I feel like she should have some time up there. And then we'll swap her out with the other one later in the thingy too. No, well, I don't take feedback like that. Support. I reject that as a concept. You know, the tier list is a sacred thing on this channel. You know, I don't even want to hear. Frankly, I don't even want to hear Descent. D rank. I don't know how he got there, to be honest, but D rank will do. D rank will do, to be honest. I think D rank is fair. I think D rank is fair. Good to see you, Bex. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be finishing up soon anyway, but we need to get to the bottom of the most important question that is on everybody's lips. And that is the balls. And that is the balls. The golden balls. Alright? We need to find out how much these are worth. So, I guess the question, I imagine pure gold would be too soft, right? I feel like that would be too soft. So 5 centimeters across. 5 centimeters. Wait, is that 5 centimeters? 5 centimeters is not the size of the actual ball, though, right? Or is it? Like, is that the size of an actual testicle? Or is that the size of the golden ball? Because when Ira... Because that's huge, right? This thing is huge. That is bigger than a normal ball. Okay? That's bigger than a normal ball. So I'm presuming whatever the difference is between the size of the actual one and this gold one, all of that is gold. So that will determine the thickness of the actual casing of gold. Right? Alright? Golf ball size. That's not a very great measurement. We need specifics here. We need specific measurements here. TM. Trademark. If you just slap TM on stuff, it trademarks it. That's how it works. Right, so I don't really want to Google what is the average size of a testicle. Right, can somebody... just drop it on another screen. Right. Four by 3 by 2 centimeters in size. And also they can be different sizes each. Oh man, that's difficult. That's difficult. I mean, how big does it look here? No. Guys, come on. I feel like you guys aren't with me on this. I feel like you guys aren't with me on this. Oh, this is not the time to be back, kid. This is not the time to return. Oh no. How big is that? How big is that? What's the what are we talking about size wise in centimeters here, right? Because that's quite big, right? Come on, guys. I need your help with this, guys. Guys, I need your help with this. I can only search so many things here right now, all right? I need you guys to do some of the legwork for me. Okay? That's what she said, fuck's sake. I feel like, you know, if you guys don't want to do this, if you guys don't want to do this, come on. Yeah. That's funny. That's very funny. Don't be a coward. Alright. Alright. So, 4 by... I don't have a fucking... any kind of measurement. Instruments. Does anybody have any measurement instruments that we can figure this out with? Right? Five centimeters across. Thank you. Thank you, Blissy. I appreciate that. Right. So that means that the casing can't be fully even because the average ball is 4 by 3 by 2. Right? So 4, 3, 2. Right? We don't need sarcasm. We don't need sarcasm. Alright. So the difference is 1 by 2 by 3, right? Right? Am I crazy? Does that make sense? Oh, I'm not very good at math, guys. Work out the interior mass of a 5 centimeter. Right. Wait, when you say the Kintama, is that the actual golden ball here, or is it the testicle? Because I'm getting confused already. Like, I'm honestly, I haven't done math in like 10 years. All right. Okay, I just tapped my card on the Go thing and make purchase. All right, that's how my life works. So like some of you have an education in this kind of stuff. Oh, this is more complicated. You might need to know this in the future, all right? This might come up on your tests, guys. You know? Right. Spiritual energy, not gold. It's just golden color. You don't know that. No, but we're not testing the spiritual thing. We're testing if it is gold. Right? Like... Right. So 65 cubic centimeters in volume. Okay. Right. Thanks, Monado. Now... What is this? What are this in volume? What are this in volume? Maybe I could just Google it. Would that work? If it was entirely gold, it would weigh. No, I think it's only like the difference between this. Alright. Oh yeah, I suppose so. Okay, well, I guess I could just take this over here. I guess I'll just Google the weight of an average testicle. Whoa. Whoa. 15 to 19 grams. So I suppose it's a matter of... Right, so it's 1.281 kilograms is what we're talking about in weight of just the gold. It's kind of disappointing. That's a bit disappointing. I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm a little confused. But I also feel like I probably shouldn't have been searching for what is the weight of an average testicle. I just feel like that's maybe like not conducive to success generally in any academic pursuit or otherwise, right? Yeah, she actually did get a concussion. That's a big hit. That is a big hit. You know? So, there we go. 1.8, 1.82, did I say? Or 1.81? Something like that. So it must be mostly hollow. Yeah, but it must still be pretty heavy, right? But that means that inside of it, the ball would shake. You could just shake it and it would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's rattling around inside of it, like if you get like a can or something and then just drop a bean in it and then you shake it around. That's crazy. That's unfortunate. It's gonna be all bruised up. Oh no. Oh no. And you got to think as well, right? You got to think as well. The moment that he's getting that ball back, it's going to probably have taken the toll of that damage because it's getting shaken around a lot. Think about it in the Danmaru arc, right? It's getting thrown, like one person's taking it and then they're doing their powers and there's a big fight and everyone's carrying it. The minute that he gets that back, it is going to be incredibly sore. God, that must have hurt. Actually, yes, no, that's true. But, like, look, you guys could have left the stream at any point. You guys could have... Alright. Well, Sarah, we figured out that the golden ball, must be mostly hollow. It must be mostly hollow, but in that case, because the testicle wouldn't fit the actual size of the container, it definitely is bouncing around on the inside and horribly bruised, which is why, as Blizzy's just pointed out, that's why he screams when he gets it back, because he must be in agony. He must be in absolute agony when he gets his ball back. That's where we're at. And then also, you know, some people I can see are a little bit doubting our direction, the direction that we're talking about with this Googling session. But hey, look, you know, you guys chose to stay. You could have left. You could have left. You know, I don't know. I kind of like the idea that it's just like. Well, I mean, we're not talking. It was like as if it weren't spiritual, right? Like if it's not a spiritual thing, it's either that or it is not hollow inside. No, don't leave. No, don't leave, please. Please. Okay, we are going to leave soon, actually. I'm going to leave soon. But while we're here, let's just review where we're at with the tier list. Right, don't laugh at me. Come on. Come on. Here's where we're at. What do you guys think? I think it's quite pleasant. I'm quite impressed with us. We've come a long way together. Don't leave. I'm begging you, no. Guys, I think we've come a long way. Does anybody want to make any more comments, any closing comments on what they're looking at, or are we all just satisfied with a general a general vibe of disappointment. What is this? I see I've been notified of something. Oh my god. Oh my god, that edit in the memes channel is so good. Oh, it's so good. Can I just... It's so good. It's so good. Oh no. Oh, I actually feel bad. Oh, god damn it. I feel bad now. That's actually quite good. Alright. 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 Okay. Okay, guys. Look. 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 Alright. I'm just gonna do it. Okay? Now, that's not gonna stay that way necessarily. I'm not necessarily going to keep it that way forever, but that was a good edit. I'm not going to put them together. Oh my god. Look, how about this? How about that? I feel like that. I feel like that is completely fair. I feel like that is completely fair. Alright? Alright? In fact, I kind of like it the other way. There you go. There we go. Hey Pickle, you're right at the end. I'm finishing up now, alright? Okay? Like, I feel like this is good. I feel like this is progress. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Such a good edit. Right, okay. Ungrateful, by the way. Absolutely ungrateful people. I'll take what I can get. I will do. Like, what is wrong with you? I feel like I did a big thing here for the community. Honestly. Don't get used to it either. I might change it back. I don't know. You know? Alright, well, I'm gonna definitely get a nice screenshot of this. There we go. Yeah, it is a big thing. I'm honestly, I'm just a very kind person. Clearly, all right. No, I've not said I will take it away. I never said I will take it away. I said I might take it away, if reason occurs for it. All right, that's not on me. All right, that's the way these things go. But right now, it'll do. I feel like this is a great victory. You know? I already did the shout out. I already did the shout out, but I will do a general shout out to everybody on who is paying at all for any tier of the Patreon, guys. It is incredible, like, genuinely. I feel like I say it every single time. I feel like I say it every time, but I can't. You know, it's hard. It's hard to really. I don't know. You know, like at times you kind of like you're working on. You realize that you're working on stuff that you care about, and you know you offset that against so many different things that you're doing in your life, and have been doing in your life, and what that meant versus what you're doing here means. For example, like working generally is something that I've always had such a negative perspective on. It's such a grueling, grisly experience, and I don't have hard jobs, right? It's not like I'm a physical laborer or anything like that. It's not like I'm tilling the fields or whatever. It's not like the most important, awful job in the world, but you know, it's never been something that I've been like, oh, I can't wait to go to work tomorrow kind of thing. So having an outlet that has some kind of higher meaning to me, and seeing people support that in any way, shape, or form is something that is, you know, it's humbling in its own way, gratifying in another, but wholly impossible to properly express. You know, I don't know. Does that make sense? It's confusing. It's a confusing thing, especially when there's a video I'm working on, right? Like I'm working on a video, but it's not getting done. Like, it's not done yet, and I feel like it should be done by now. And when I was working on all the other videos, it was always like, oh, it needs to be out by this point, or I've got 2 weeks to do it, or whatever the hell. But now I feel fairly relaxed and comfortable in letting it kind of run, you know, like until it's ready, which is really relaxing, to be honest. It means that I can just not feel so stressed in doing it, and that's what the Patreon does. That's what people on the Patreon do for me. They buy me a lot of peace of mind, that there is an audience for it. You never expect that there's an audience. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. It's pointless. Oh my god, I'm rambling. I ramble. But look, I suppose if there's anything to take away, it's purely just that the support for the channel, for the content, is the main thing. But it for me it's more meaningful than that, right? I don't know. It's a, I don't know. It's silly. It's silly in its own way. It's just kind of like, it gives you a sense of purpose, you know, outside of just working. Like, I've always wanted to own something, you know, the thing that I'm working on. I've always wanted to own something that I'm working on. It's just I've never found the right outlet for it, and I don't like lame corpo shit, like business shit. I just don't care for it. Money is nice to have to buy things or to go places or to do stuff, but outside of that, I don't want for much, you know. I just want the things in life that I feel like that give me security and purpose, and with that, happiness. And working as a way of achieving that, not just, I mean, this is never going to be like something that I'm doing instead of working. It's just doing this and diversifying out the type of work that pays for that stuff. And even if some of it is something I own and I can look at and go, well, that's mine, or that these people are doing this because I'm making it, or they want me to make it, rather than the work just getting done by whoever. Like, you know, if you write an article or you do a marketing campaign, who cares who is making it, as long as it gets done. But the stuff here, it feels like I'm making it, and people want me to make it, and while that maybe is feeding a little bit into ego, and it does, I mean, everybody has an ego, it just means that it's more. I don't know. Does that make sense? I never know where I'm going with these, and I never intend to end up rambling, right? I just, I don't know. I just, it just, for me, it feels like in life the pendulum has swung the other way after a while. And I think this has a lot to do with it. At least, like, you know, confidence-wise, this has a lot to do with it. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just, it's, yeah. I just never expected to be in a position where I could feel, you know, that. So thank you. And that's not, you know, that goes to the paying Patreons. That goes for anybody who's just watching, or the 16 people who are currently here, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. You know, and anything Dandadan related. It's just really, it really just hit me at the right time, and I needed it, and I feel like that is the thing for me. And it's not like loads. It's not like loads and loads. I'm not making like millions and millions of pounds doing this. Like, the audience isn't that big for it. It's just, it's something, and that's good. But anyway, I don't know how to end this now. So somebody say something funny so that I can finish on a different note. On a different note than this, because it's clearly like, you know, banana. I like bananas. You know, bought some really good bananas yesterday at the shop. Normally you get them and they're still green, so getting actual good bananas was pretty crazy cool. You know, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, I feel like we're all kind of like, we're all kind of on the same page with how bananas are eaten. You know? Do I get a flake in it? Fucking, can I afford a flake in it, more like? Am I right? Am I right? In your Mr. Whippy, can you afford a flake? Nothing 99 about it anymore. It's like, you know, there's an ice cream van that like sits out in Glasgow Green, and it's like a £5 for an ice cream because of where it's located. It's like, pff. That ain't the ice cream man that I know. That ain't the ice cream man that I believe in. Anyway. Well, I appreciate you listening to my ramble, guys. I don't know where or why it occurred, but I appreciate it anyway. I think I should go to bed. I think I should go to bed. But on a note to finish on, I am working on the video production-wise now. The script is complete. It's done. It's going to maybe get a few on-the-fly revisions. But we're talking about just now. It's just getting done, right? So I'm hoping to get into full swing tomorrow when I finish working, and then pretty much just work on that going forward. So probably won't see me around as much. That's fine, except for like in the daytime. But the video should be in good progress. I'm gonna try my best to make it as engaging as possible, especially at the beginning. I don't want to have it taken down just to fight to get it put back up again. But it's a very possible outcome. That's a very possible outcome. If that's the case, it's even more complicated about how to proceed with the Retold series. But we're just gonna have to play it by ear for now. Kaiju arc, yeah. To be honest, I thought it would be way more difficult to get this script done, and it has taken me a while. But I've taken some you know, some very in-depth analysis at the parts where I can, because a lot of it is fighting. A lot of this arc is fighting, but there are things that you can infer from it when you look deep enough. And that's where I am currently at with it. So I'm quite excited, guys. I must say it. Beyond that, cool. I'm excited for it. So I'm hoping in the next week we can get that done. And then we'll do a premiere. Good old-fashioned premiere. Yep, we've got a whole section on Kinta. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Alright. Well, in that case, guys, I'm out. Catch you.